I'll try to make this short, but first, before I begin my remarks, I wanted to personally thank all of you for your dedicated service to the people of Hawaii and to the Department of Public Safety. I know this is not an easy job, and I know the public doesn't understand a lot of times what we do, but I certainly appreciate what you do every day, day in and day out. So, as the Director of the Department of Public Safety, I believe in recognition of our uniformed and civilian staff for their meritorious action and excellence, and to become leaders who lead by example, and for their outstanding efforts to serve the community and their law enforcement colleagues. That is why we created the State of Hawaii Department of Public Safety Law Enforcement Employee Recognition Awards Program, which formally recognizes and rewards exceptional performance and outstanding contributions made by sworn and non-sworn employees of the Sheriff's Division during each calendar year. This is the inaugural year for an award ceremony that is anticipated to be held Police Week each year. Today, we will hear about two life-saving awards. In order to receive this award, the act performed was done through prompt and alert action without regard for personal safety and resulted in the saving of a life. We will also hear about a leadership award and several distinctive skills awards being presented for instruction, drug recognition, expertise, medical support, canine handling, tactical operations, and peer support. Before we get to the presentations of these awards, I want to take a moment to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to these employees for their heart, commitment, and passion to what they do each and every day. You exemplify what everyone strives to be when they join law enforcement agency. Thank you for truly going above and beyond to serve our community and your fellow deputies. Your dedication and sacrifices have not gone unnoticed or unappreciated. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the Sheriff's inaugural awards ceremony. 2 years ago, our administration took initial steps to address policies and procedures, professional standards, and we discussed ways of awarding recognition to those employees, both uniformed and civilian. The result was the development of the Meritorious Awards and Distinctive Insignia program. This program is evolving. This is the first year, and we expect it to get better every year. All deputies live their oath of office daily, and each deputy has much to be proud of in their service and contributions to public safety. Today, however, we get to gather and celebrate those deputies who went above and beyond the expectation to serve. Some of the awards being issued today date back more than a few years, and many of the distinctive insignia have taken a year or more to obtain and to earn. Deputies who were awarded these devices have sacrificed countless hours in the pursuit of honing their skill sets, and these skills make our division stronger and more capable. For that, I'm grateful to each of you. So I'd like to start by first recognizing our lifesavers. May I call upon Deputy Miyamoto and Deputy Grillo to come to the stage, please. Okay, fellas, you have to stand and listen to me for a second, okay? We're gonna start with Deputy Grillo. On 5 August 2020, Deputy Sheriff Joshua Grillo was assigned to the Sheriff's Division, Airport Section 3rd Watch. Grillo's assigned tour was from 1330 to 2200 hours, and the supervisor was Sergeant Glenn Park. On that day at about 1700 hours, Deputy Grillo responded to a 1015 call. And we all know what that means over the radio, right? Officer in distress. This to us is the worst possible call over the radio. At approximately 1700 hours, a patrol deputy was attacked by a male suspect who was suspected in several incidents involving unauthorized entry into a propelled vehicle. The suspect was also wanted on multiple felony warrants. The male suspect struck the deputy in the head, the responding patrolman in the head, with a hard object, causing hemorrhaging and pain. The suspect continued to strike the deputy multiple times in the head with the object. The patrol deputy felt as if he was going to go unconscious, and in an attempt to arrest the suspect and stop him from causing his death, the patrol deputy drew his weapon and discharged it into the suspect's leg. At approximately 17:02 hours, the deputy reported shots fired over the radio. Upon arrival at the scene, Grillo observed a severely injured deputy standing hunched over near a fire hydrant with his duty weapon in his right hand. The patrol deputy was bleeding from his head. Deputy Grillo attempted to speak with the deputy, but the deputy appeared dazed and unresponsive. Grillo noticed that the injured deputy gazed towards a male suspect who was limping away from the scene. Grillo observed a trail of blood leading towards the male subject, so he engaged in a foot pursuit to detain the subject for investigation. Grillo ordered the suspect to stop. The suspect complied, stopped, and sat on the sidewalk. The suspect stated that he was shot in the leg and he was going to die. The male suspect laid back onto the sidewalk and appeared to go unconscious. The male had lost a tremendous amount of blood, and Grillo recognized through his training and experience that death from exsanguination was imminent if he was unable to stop the bleeding at the gunshot wound. Grillo applied his issue tourniquet to the uppermost portion of the suspect's thigh and twisted the windlass until the bleeding stopped. Grillo attempted to revive the suspect and began tapping and shaking him. The suspect regained consciousness, and Grillo monitored him while calling for emergency services and additional deputies to the scene. The male was transported by city and county EMS to Queens Hospital in critical condition. Deputy Avacuni from the airport detail was assigned to monitor the condition of the suspect while at Queens Hospital. The suspect underwent surgery for the injuries caused by the GSW, the gunshot wound, and because of the blood loss. After the surgery was complete, Deputy Avacuni was approached by the treating surgeon and was told that the application of the tourniquet saved the suspect's life. It is for these reasons that Deputy Joshua Grillo is awarded the Sheriff's Division Lifesaving Medal. Deputy Miyamoto. On February 21st, 2022, Deputy Sheriff Steve Miyamoto was assigned to the Sheriff's Division Airport Section, Second Watch. Miyamoto's assigned tour was from 0530 to 1400 hours, and his supervisor was Sergeant Samuel Yarborough. On that day at about 11:50 hours, Deputy Miyamoto was dispatched to a service call related to a report of a male who had fallen and hit his head. Upon arriving on scene, Deputy Miyamoto observed an elderly male lying face down at the bottom of the escalators. Deputy Miyamoto checked the victim's pulse and determined that the male was suffering from cardiac arrest. Deputy Miyamoto radioed dispatch with the details and requested an ambulance to the scene. Deputy Miyamoto repositioned the victim from between the escalators and began cardiopulmonary resuscitation. While at the scene, a law enforcement officer from Allied Security arrived and assisted Deputy Miyamoto, and the LEO and the deputy performed CPR in tandem until they were relieved by airport rescue and firefighting of the ARF unit. Deputy Miyamoto's actions contributed to the patient regaining a pulse and blood pressure. Deputy Miyamoto's early recognition of the cardiac arrest, repositioning of the victim, and the performance of effective CPR saved the life of the victim. Based upon the facts in this incident, the statement from AMR medic Dennis Maele and from the hospital staff, it was determined that Deputy Miyamoto's actions saved the life of the victim. Therefore, Deputy Steve Miyamoto has been awarded the Sheriff's Division Life-Saving Medal. So for this, you guys are going to get this pin is to be worn on your uniform above your service stars, okay, or on that side where your service stars would be. You're also being awarded the medal itself and the citation to a company, which is basically what I read with the director's approvals. All these are going into your personnel record. Congratulations and thank you for what you've done.